going to receive peace. Just like back in the time of Solomon, man. There was peace, but before that peace had came, his father David, our forefather, he was going to war. Constantly going to war. Okay? Constantly going to war. And because he was constantly going to war, and he had a lot of blood on his hands because of it, his son Solomon got to live in peace. So we're out here going to war. Really, we're going to war now, but really though, we're setting up for war. The Lord's army is standing up. The Edomite army, whether it's the American army, the Russian army, etc., they're standing up. The North Korean army is standing up. China's army standing up. Japan's army is standing up. Okay? The Iranian army is standing up. So we're in a time of war. And the reason why the prophets are out here is because we're in a time of war. But this is what we got to do in order for our people to see peace. Okay? We got to come out here and hit the battlefield and battle demons. And that includes the demons that mess with you. That tell you, well, I don't know if I should go out and teach because I'm a little nervous. What if I slip on my speech? What if I'm not ready yet? You know? Which you may not be ready yet, but you also get certain thoughts that come upon you because really all that's happening is you're hindering yourself. You're the one preventing yourself. Because we got a hell of a fight in this truth that we got to conquer, man. Okay? And one of our main enemies being ourselves has to be defeated through the Spirit, man. Because if we give ourselves over to our own devices, we're done, man. We're through. Okay? This is Job 20, and I'm going to start at verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? So the wicked, salvation is far from the wicked, but the time that the wicked is ruling, until the time Yahweh Shai returns, is really a short time compared to what we're about to witness. See, we're about to witness an eternity. There's no number. There is no end to what we are about to receive. But Esau, the so-called white man, his time is short. And if you're spiritual, you'll know how heavy that verse is, man. This verse is heavy because things like this remind you we catch hell. We sure do. We take L's. We sure do. Our women don't really submit to us like they should. People don't respect us as being the man of the Lord. Whatever the case may be, people come against you. You having doubts. Okay? But this is part of that fight, man. This is part of what we got to go through. Because Esau's time is soon to be running out, man. It's about that time for that buzzer to go off and the kingdoms be transferred over. When Yahweh Shai returns on this earth, he's coming to conquer and make war. He's coming to conquer all these nations. Because truth be told, the next nation to rule on this planet Earth, sorry to bust your bubble, but it's not Russia, it's not North Korea, it's not China, it's not America, but the nation of Israel. We are the next to rule. We are the next ones in power. That's why, as all these other nations are setting up in their physical armies, we're setting up in this spiritual army. because we're a part of this war. And the thing is, we're going to come out on top. Okay? The movie's already wrote, man. Okay? Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? So living wickedly, following the ways of Esau, it might be good for now, but you should learn by reading the scriptures of all the examples of the past of anybody who was living wickedly, any kingdom that got brought down, it never lasted forever. Things come to an end. But Yahweh Shai, the holy angels, the nation of Israel is not going to ever have an end, man. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai got this, man. Okay? In a world full of enemies, in a world full of death and evil where anything can happen to you, man. Which is another thing. We got to pray for more guidance, pray for more protection. Because something as easy as prayer can be easily forgotten or easily overlooked. It could easily be put off for a later moment, then you never get to it. Okay? But I can do better with that, and I'm sure other brethren could admit the same truth, man. We could do better with our prayers. All right? But the triumphing of the wicked is but for a moment. It's not going to last forever. Eventually it's going to end. And you can tell because of these prophecies. All right? Matthew 24 and 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. So the triumphing of the wicked is short. And the reason why we know that his end is coming, guess what? This word is going out. But it's not until this word goes out to all the world, all continents on the earth hears it. That way there's no excuse, and the cloak of excuses would be removed based off of you people hearing the truth or seeing the truth. Because a lot of you people, you've had the chance to hear the truth multiple times, but you don't care to hear the message. But based off of you laying your eyes on the prophets, you was just given the word. Okay? Because this word don't go out void. Okay? So this truth is going out. People see us. And even if they don't know what's going on, they're having the opportunity to come find out what's going on. They can read the sign. Okay? They can see the Bibles in our hand. All right? Plenty of people know what we're doing though. And they don't really care to come and want to learn nothing. Okay? They take it as a light thing. It's all right. So what? And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. And that's why the elites are scared. See, we're just a bunch of normal guys, man. But see, we're powerful because the Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, are backing us up. They're behind us. They're the ones that's really fighting this battle for us. We catch L's. Any win that we do get is through Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. Everything is through them. We are nothing, man. And through them, this word is getting out. We're the vessels used to do it. And thank Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai that, you know, if you're still in this truth, you still have the spirit to do so, because it's easy to not want to do this. It's easy to say, I'm done. I'm not in the mood for this. People aren't listening. I need to find something better to do with my time. Man, that would be so easy to do if you're a fool. Because see, if you're a wise man, and even if you feel like that, the fear of the Lord will sustain you and keep you from losing your damn mind like that and saying to hell with it, I'm just gonna jump off. I'm tired of this pain. You'll endure it if you're created from the beginning to be one of the elect and to endure. The word's going out, the end is coming. The prophets are out here, and we're showing you people spiritual signs. Just the fact that we're out here, we're showing you faith. We're showing you spiritual things just by bringing out the word. We're showing to you prophecies are happening. And even within the cities where we preach, where we prophesy, things are happening. This kingdom is being broke down through our words. Since I've started teaching, I've been seeing homeless Edomites. Before I was doing this, I wasn't seeing that a lot here, man. But now I'm starting to see homeless Edomites, man, holding signs. That was unheard of before I was out here teaching. Okay? So things are happening in the spirit, man. Businesses are closing down. The end is coming. And that's what we prophesy. The end. And this gospel of the kingdom, which we have the gospel, many may not believe it. What we're teaching is the gospel, the good news for the nation of Israel. So by default, for you heathens, it's bad news. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world, because Israel has been dispersed throughout all the world. We're not just in America. We're all not just Negroes. Not all of us look like Latinos. Not all of us look like natives or whatever the case. We're dispersed throughout the whole world. So you have Israelites living amongst so-called Arabs, living amongst Ishmael, following the ways and customs of Ishmael because they have a Ishmaelite mother or their father or both have some Ishmaelite in them. But the father's line goes back to an Israelite. Israel is everywhere. So once this word goes out, once all Israel hears this word and they're held accountable, boom, the end is coming. All hell's gonna break loose. The chip is going to be implemented. Death is going to rise at an all-time high. Riots, race riots, cannibalism, sadness, grief, misery, stress, a lack of sleep, a lack of food and water, a lack of clothing, the internet being shut down. All these are a part of the end. But when the book is finally closed, the end is going to ultimately be when the missiles drop down here. When the missiles rain on this place. Okay? This is Romans 13, and I'm going to start at verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation, which is far from the wicked, okay? For now is our salvation nearer than we believed. Okay, my bad, I'll start over. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. So a lot